Hello all of you guys. Today I am Siddharth Sharma of current sophomore of industrial design is going to explain how to use Illustrator. So we are using just the first thing is that you are using Adobe Illustrator, and why do we use it? So simply to create some problems are created like how to demonstrate your ideas through visual perspective. We use this Adobe Illustrators for designing purpose, meaning for the use of graphic designing. So there are many graphic designing available like UI UX design, poster designing, front end designing. So Adobe Illustrator is one of the core softwares of Adobe. So at first you will be seeing like this. When you will open Adobe Illustrator, we will be using like you will be seeing here file, edit option, object options, and here you will be creating the new panel and or either open the new project. So here all the default options are available here, like A4 type of sheet paper, postcard, web. Generally this web is kind of 1920 by 1080 pixels. I'll let you know for in further discussions here. So at first we will be creating our basic page. So we'll be jumping to create new, and then you will see here in this panel there are four things which we will need to worry about. The first thing is that the dimension of the paper. So there are many dimensions for various purposes. The first purpose which we will be using here, like poster designing, so generally it has a dimension of 1080 by 1080 square. So and here you can see the pixels, points, picas, inches. So it's all the type of category of dimension available in the Illustrator. So you can choose anything, but I generally prefer pixels. The second thing is the artboard. How many artboard do you need in the project? 1, 2. So for the beginning we'll just go for one only. And on the fourth thing is the color mode here. So color mode is generally two types of color mode in Illustrator. RGB stand for red, green, blue, and CMYK color is also available. And the last is raster effects. Raster effects generally describes what type of quality work you will be defining in Adobe Illustrator. So here the highest is 330 ppi. Ppi stands for pixels per inch, and whereas the medium is 150 ppi, screen is 72 ppi, and the lowest is 36 ppi. So we have really good system here, and so for making a high quality work we will be using 330 ppi, pixels per inch. So let's go ahead and create. So after clicking on the create button, you will be seeing like this. There is four section. We will generally middle section deals with the paper. Let me just show you. Here is the paper option. In the left side you can see all the tools available in the Adobe Illustrator, like this selection tool. I'll be going further in. So in the right panel you can see properties, layers, and libraries. So at first library is not no use. We will see layers and properties. So these are all the three things which you will be requiring in making some good works. So here I am defining the work of project of posters. So what we generally need in a one poster. So in Udaan we generally use like poster, so simple poster, so that it has some kind of minimal type of architecture, and also it looks good. It should be looking good. So let me show you how to what are the basic things which you need to worry about. The first thing is that here is a tool, selection panel, and pen tool, and same also goes for rectangle tool where you can draw figures. So let me click on that, and you will keep on pointer like this and select the dimension. The width and height is also available, like how many what height and width you are currently working on. So here I have defined a rectangle of, so will be showing like this. It has some kind of border, and you can also select the object and move like this in a random order. So let me delete and let me go through the process of defining some basic tools. So here is the type tool, here is the paintbrush tool. In paintbrush tool you can paint like this, anything, zigzag motion you need to not worry about now, as of now, and it's a very bad example. So there goes for text tool. In text tool you generally write something like at first my name is Siddharth, let me show you, and here is the text. So the text is generally looking very kind of small, but as you click on that button and toggle like this, it will, sorry, it's Siddharth, so it's Siddharth. So you can also make it's big and small as per to your convenience also. And if you don't want that and you want accuracy, here it's the in properties panel you can define properties of each and everything. So I'll let you know in further round. So here it's the eyedropper tool, it's a gradient tool, and it's a erasure in case if you do some bad mistakes. So here are the basic stuffs which you will be using. So at first our work is to define a simple project. So what a simple project generally consists of, it has some basic contents, it has some secondary, it has some ideas, and third it should have some good visual designs. So in this area currently as of nothing is there, so we will be doing with some triangle some figure. So let me click on that rectangle tool. Here on right clicking the rectangle tool, you will be seeing 5 kinds of things. Ellipse tool, which stand for generally a shortcut is also there defined by L, a rectangle tool for M, polygon tool. Polygon tool, let me show you what is polygon tool. If you click on polygon tool and if you click just one more tab, here you can define the radius and sides. So polygon define, like if you want a triangle you can assume it as a 3, if you want a decagon you can assume it as a 10, and if you are needing some octagon you will be defining 8 here. So let me draw a triangle first which has generally side 3, and radius stand for the each length of the side, which let me show you just here. Radius was something like 50 pixels, and soon as I click 3 it drew some triangles. Now let me move around here. So what is the basic figure? Basic figure generally consists of two things, a border and a color fill. So border here is, let me define this properties. See, it's in the right it has some defined properties. So generally we can see here it's a good triangle which has some radius, width and height is also available. Actually it's available for all kind of figures, and it's some fill like black. And if you want to change the color, you just click on fill and you can tap it like a red. If you want a green, yellow, blue, all kind of basic things are available. And second, if you want some good selection works, like here it's an RGB mode, you can also mix the color as per as your convenience. Okay, and if I don't want any color, you can just select the fill here option, and just here it's a kind of none option. So if you are seeing this none, all the colors will be lost. And if you want just a border around it, here it's a stroke panel. So let me just increase the border. Here you can control your widthness of the stroke. So at the currently now its stroke is 2 point. 2 point stand for its width. So 2 point, 3 point, you can make up to 50 or either as per your convenience. So let's make just for now it's a 3 point. And in the third option you can see is opacity. Opacity generally stands for its in the how opaque, what stand it's opaque means generally kind of you can define it selfness. So its selfness is generally currently as of 100%, but as you will be decreasing, see its opacity is also decreasing, which is now 56%. So let me show you what more opacity things are there. Here I do one more triangle, and let me fill it with blue color. So here it is blue color. Just one sec. Here it's a blue color, and we'll be arranging. So here it's a triangle which we generally drew. Control Z for undo. You can see here that we drew a triangle, and in properties panel we will be selecting opacity to 100%. So as of now its opacity is 100%, this triangle. Let me fill it with a black color only. So here's two triangles are there, one is blue and this is black. So if we decrease its opacity, so if we decrease its opacity to 56%, 44%, see you can see through this triangle. So what opacity stands for? Opacity is a very important thing in Illustrator, as you can define all the work here, and see it's just like you will be seeing both the things, and its opacity is 44% and its opacity is 100%. So in defining some good projects, we'll be drawing a rectangle which will be filling all the necessary background. So here you can control it through a cursor. See the rectangle says that intersect point is there. So intersect point generally stands for that it has completely fit good in the artboard. So now the blue color the blue artboard is there, and we will be defining properties. So see the black boundaries are also there. So if you click on that, the properties panel will show that it's a rectangle, appearance is fill, it's 540 by 540, so it's a square. So and width and height is 1080 by 1080 pixels. So it has completely fit in the artboard. So if you don't want that stroke to be done here, so you will be clicking the none option. So all the boundaries are lost. So similarly only fill is there. So next step, what do we do? What do we do in the poster design? Like we'll be drawing some good stuff. So if you want to draw in above this panel, in above this layer, there's a called layers panel. In layers, we'll be defining the layers, that how many layers are you will be using and how much you will be integrating those stuffs. So here is the three things: layer panel, properties, layers, and also its selection tool. So and clicking on this, selection can be done in layer, and all by clicking this it will be locked. So if you draw some more things like this, let me show you. So let's select it as a black color. So there are two figures as of currently now, one is blue and one is other is black. So if we go to layers and lock this layer, lock this rectangle layer, so what you will do that you can select anything on the blue layer because you have locked that layer. So if you want to unlock that, just click once again and it will be unlocked. So similarly goes for rectangle tool. Each and every object that you will be drawing here has some kind of option lock option. So it won't be any disturbing those other figures. So here we'll be unselecting those, and this is a view option. In this view option, if you select this, it will be just eliminated from both, but it will be saved here until you click this eye tool. Eye tool generally stands for the view tool. So if you want to unview it, just click on this and it will be lost. So there are two things. So let me just create one good background and I'll lock it so that it will not disturb others. Sorry, it's a blue color. Okay. So the second thing which will be which we generally use in illustration is that we use pen tool. The pen tool is the most powerful tool in Illustrator. So with the help of this, you can do any basic stuffs. Let me show you what is generally pen tool stands for. So similarly, if you click on one point and go for another, it will draw a straight line. See, like this it will be a straight line. And let me show you, just let me select to none and then stroke to 1. So you can clearly see that there is a line going on. As I am selecting it, it's a default is straight line. And if we join this here, anchor option is also which clearly say that it has been in one figure, it has converted to one single figure. And in this figure you can select any colors. See, like this you can select any colors. For drawing any curve, you simply use again pen tool. Pen tool is a master tool. Actually, if you want to just draw a curve, you just press and hold like this cursor and will draw a curve like this. See this curve. I'm just not pointing on pointing. I can point in any direction, just not in one single direction. And this line generally tells us that in which direction your pointer is going. And so let me finish this. So there are two kind of thing which I have made through just point by point contact, and this by sliding the cursor similar bit. So here one curve figure is there and one pointed figure is there. So we'll go through. And the third option is eyedropper tool. Eyedropper tool various help that eyedropper tool mainly helps in selecting the colors. So if you want this figure's color to be matching with the background color, you just have to select this figure, eyedropper tool. Eyedropper tool generally fills at this color only. So this now has completed merging those two colors. So whatever this background color is there, this figure will also have the same color. And the third thing for generic colors is the gradient option. Gradient option is a very good option in styling your art. So you can also access through Windows, and gradient option will also be available here like this. So you select on that object and gradient and see those colors will be, and you can attach many colors as per as a gradient. So here are the three types of gradient as also, like linear, radial, and some kind of custom which you will be choosing, but for general purpose we will be using just now linear. So linear, what happens in linear, you can add as many as colors. So first thing in default is here is white color in the left, black color in the right. You can shift, and as you can see that it is instantly showing the effect in the figure. So let me just, you can also shift the colors both also, like here. And if you want to add more colors, here you can point and that gradient slider, and here's a plus sign, and if you double click on that, here is the all colors available, like you can choose blue, green, and whatever color you like. So as of now I am selecting the black and yellow color, and you can also delete by selecting one of the color and delete option. So gradient is also available here. And as far as you can also change the color direction. So first it is 0 degree means linear, and so I am computing for the 90 degree. So now it has converted to 90, or you can also customize from here also. Here see, you can, yellow is going upward or black is going upward or backward as per as my convenience. So it's a radial gradient also available, like black will be emerging from the center and the other as will be going from radial direction. The circumference will be having a yellow color. So it's all type of option is available. Yeah, you can see here I have just added one more gradient in black color in the radial pattern. So completing this figure, we will be going ahead with the text item. So generally poster contains mainly a basic content like head or title. So you'll be adding, you will be using a text title and will name as title of the poster. Title of the poster, and let me zoom it. So there are two options. You can also increase, decrease, or change the size of the poster. But if you want a simple thing, just hold down shift and move the cursor. It will enlarge the thing which you will use. And so let me shift here, just click on the button and drag it to the top and the middle, and here is the properties panel. So in properties panel you will find many things, like here is the align left, align centered, or you can, if you don't have enough, obviously we are human beings and we are not perfect in everything. So if you want to align in the center and you don't know where the center is, so clearly click on this title of the poster, and here is align option. Like this option, horizontal line center, means that it will align to the horizontal, means both sides left and right, both the distance equal and it's in the center. And so if you want to that in the center, vertical line center option is also available. If you just click here, it will align to the center of the page. So this goes for the title. And if you want to add some shadows, move properties are there, see. And if you want to change the fonts, we basically opt for Open Sans. Open Sans is best, actually I like it personally. So currently we don't have Open Sans in this device. You can download it from the poster Google fonts. And so if you want to add some shadows here, this is also effect windows is there, when you can stylize option here is there, and use the drop shadow. Generally you can select here is like opacity, how much opacity of shadow you will be using, or X offset, like selecting the direction of the shadow. So here are all the categories which we can use. And blur is also there, what type of blur, like if you using 0 it will not blur enough. And so actually generally use the blur option is good for dropping down the shadow. Okay, and see, here is the title of the poster. So basic stuff is that. And you want to import some library good, import some good photos, you can also use file or open kind of. If you want to open some image, let me show you just a pic of Iron Man. Okay, if you want to import, it will open in a new window. But if you select and copy and paste, you can Control C, copy, and then going to this window and Control V. So here its image is also shown here, like this is Iron Man. Let me you can also crop it like this, change the size by selecting shift, and you will just align and title it as Iron Man. Control A, Iron Man. So these are all the things that you will be needing as a basic stuff. So I am it's not possible in one video to detect all the kind of things in Illustrator because it is very vast. So I'll be mentioning some of the good channels in the YouTube channels which you can go through seeing the basic stuff of Illustrator. First channel which I have also used is let me show you title. Actually 1 minute. Bring your own laptop. Yeah, it's kind of a bald guy which teaches Adobe Illustrator, and it's a very good man. Actually he teaches a lot of stuff in Adobe Illustrator, and it will be bring your own laptop, I think so. Bring your own laptop. Yeah, this is a one name of the channel, which is a very good channel. and you can use which you can learn all the basic stuff of Illustrator in this channel. And another is GFX Mentor, I guess. Yeah, its name was GFX Mentor. Yeah, he's also very good. He is also very good in teaching all the basic stuff of Illustrator. So kindly, if you want to explore the design things in a very good way, so these two are must. And other also, you can also view more channels are there, because there are many channels out there in YouTube. So thank you. So thank you. No, just one more thing is there. If you want to export this, how you can export this to the further use, because you have made all this illustration. So let me tell you how to file, save as. You can always save as like Control Shift as, all options are there, like Adobe Illustrator file. You just name it as a poster intro. So poster intro, sorry, I'm very good at typo. Poster intro, it will save as Illustrator file. See, Adobe Illustrator 2020. Okay. And if you want to save as a image file, export as. And if you export as, see, all kinds of stuffs are there, like DWG format, all type of formats are available. So generally even PSD format is also available, SVG format. So the most good thing about is JPEG, or PNG is also good. But if you want in JPEG version, see, JPEG version is available, and post intro and export. And in this mode we use the color mode of CMYK. So it's mentioned here in quality, how type of good quality you will be exporting. So here it's maximum is 10, and screen PPI means resolution, what type of quality work you will be defining. So let me set it as 300 PPI. So, and by clicking OK, it will save the image of the artwork that has been previewed. So it's thank you from Team Udaan, I guess. So let me cancel.